welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and welcome to the last Crocktober video for this month. This video is special because it is a collab with my friend Shauna from the Dickinson Homestead. I will have a link to her video in the description box below, so make sure you go over and check out that. I know that you will love her channel. She does lots of recipe videos and grocery hauls, so make sure y'all go over and check out her video and her channel and let her know I sent you. And if you're over here from Shauna's channel, hello and welcome. I am so happy to have you. Now let's get into the video. So for this meal, I am cooking a whole chicken in the crock pot. I bought all of this at Walmart for $14. So here is the chicken that I'm going to be using. I only paid $6 for the chicken. And I have some carrots that I'm going to be cooking on the stove, like Cracker Barrel sweet carrots. 5 russet potatoes that are going to go around the chicken. And I've been soaking these pinto beans for a few hours. This was just a small 16-ounce bag, and they were only $1. They are the Great Value brand. I also got some jalapenos for the cornbread, and I'm just using packaged cornbread this time, but you can always make it however you like. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the chicken started in the crock pot, and I am using my little rack from my Instant Pot to put under the chicken so that I can pull it out when I'm done. Just gonna season it with some garlic powder, onion powder, and lemon pepper seasoning. Season your chicken however you like. And now I'm just going to get the top put on this and cook it on high for a couple of hours before I add the potatoes. Now here I'm just rinsing the pintos that I've had soaking, and I'm going to go through and pick out any bad ones and make sure that there's not any rocks or anything, because these are from a bag and not from a can. And now I'm just going to get them added to my Instant Pot with 4 cups of water. This turned out to be the perfect amount of water for this amount of beans. I'm just going to season them with some garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of Badia's pinto bean seasoning. I never add salt to the pintos before I cook them because it does make them stay hard. So I always taste at the end and then add salt. So now I'm just going to get the lid on and make sure that it's set to sealing. And I'm going to cook them on high pressure for 20 minutes and then let them do a natural release. So here the chicken has been cooking a couple of hours, so I'm just going to get the potatoes added. I ended up adding 4 medium-sized peeled and cut up potatoes. Now I'm just going to get the lid added back, and I'm going to cook it for another couple of hours on high before I check it. And for the carrots, I'm just going to get them put into a pot with water and a couple of tablespoons of butter, and just cook those on low after I get them started boiling for the next couple of hours while the chicken cooks. If you're not new here, you know that my daughter does not eat meat, and I like her to have as many options as she can for vegetables. So she can't eat the potatoes out of the chicken, obviously. So I saved one of the potatoes to cut up for her, and I just season it with garlic powder, onion powder, and sea salt. And I put about a teaspoon of olive oil in the bottom of the dish before I added the potatoes. So now I'm just going to mix it all up really well to make sure that all of the potatoes get coated with the olive oil and seasoning. And I just pop those in the oven at 425. So this was the first time that the pintos were done. I did let them do a natural release for 37 minutes because I had other stuff that I could do. So I did a taste test here, and I ended up adding about a half a teaspoon of salt. I do end up cooking them an additional 6 minutes on high, and then once that did a natural release, they were perfect. Now I'm just going to get the cornbread made. So I just used the package of cornbread and 2/3 cups of water. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the jalapeno juice and some diced jalapenos. This cornbread did turn out really thin. I'm pretty sure it was because of the pan I used. So next time I would just use 2 of the packages so I can make it thicker. And I just followed the package directions for baking it. So I baked it at 425 for about 15 minutes. And now this was the second time for the pintos, and they were absolutely perfect this time. They didn't need anything added. I did do another taste test. So when the carrots were done, I added another couple of tablespoons of butter and about a half a cup of brown sugar. And then I just covered them and let them cook while I waited on everything else to be done. And this was the cornbread when it was done. And my daughter's potato. I did go ahead and fix her plate because of course she doesn't have to wait on everything that we do. So she gets that whole potato, some of the carrots, and pinto beans. She does love hot sauce on her pintos, but she does not care for cornbread. So that was my daughter's dinner. And here you can see how thin the cornbread ended up being. And then I took another step that you do not have to do, but I did take my whole chicken out with the potatoes and put it into a casserole dish. I put a little bit more lemon pepper seasoning on top of the chicken, and I put it under the broiler for a few minutes so that I could get the skin crispy. And here was my plate. I know it does not look very appetizing, but trust me, it was very, very good. I love the leg part of the chicken, so that's what I have. And then I just crumble up some of my cornbread before I add the pintos on top of it. And that was my dinner. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And don't forget to go over and check out Shauna's video and let her know that I sent you. And I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Thank you for watching.